As the NFL regular season heads toward its final stretch, the playoff picture is close to being locked in, but there's still just enough chaos left to keep things interesting. With only 2 weeks remaining, most postseason spots are spoken for, yet the battle for conference supremacy, especially the number 1 seed, could dramatically reshape how January football unfolds. At first glance, Week 18 might look like it's headed toward a dull finish. Most divisions are nearly settled, and only a handful of teams sitting outside the playoff bracket still have a realistic mathematical chance to sneak in. In the AFC, the Colts remain barely alive, while the Lions are hanging on by an even thinner thread in the NFC. Their odds are slim, but not officially zero, and that alone keeps the door cracked open. What truly saves the intrigue of the final 2 weeks, however, is the fight for the top seeds. The number 1 seed isn't just a vanity title, it brings a first-round bye and home field advantage, 2 massive edges in a league built on parity. And in the NFC, that race is far from decided. One of the biggest games of Week 17 features the Chicago Bears facing the San Francisco 49ers in a matchup that could effectively eliminate one team from the top seed conversation. Both teams enter the game with identical records, and both understand the stakes. A win keeps the dream alive. A loss likely ends it. For Chicago, this season has already exceeded expectations. They're in a strong position to claim the NFC North regardless of this result, but earning the conference's top seed would be a statement that they're not just a good story, they're legitimate Super Bowl contenders. A win over San Francisco would keep them firmly in that conversation heading into the final week. San Francisco's path is much narrower. The 49ers must win out to have any chance at the number 1 seed, starting with this game and ending with a crucial divisional showdown against Seattle in Week 18. If they can pull it off, they could leapfrog the rest of the conference. But any stumble would almost certainly knock them out of the race. Seattle, meanwhile, quietly holds the inside track. With the best record in the NFC, the Seahawks control their destiny. If they win their final 2 games, no one can catch them. That makes their Week 17 matchup against Carolina extremely important, not just for Seattle, but for several other teams watching closely. Elsewhere in the AFC, one of the most impactful games of the week features Houston traveling to face the Los Angeles Chargers. This game carries major implications for the AFC South and AFC West. A Texans loss could open the door for Jacksonville to clinch the division, while a Chargers win keeps them alive in the race for both their division title and potentially the conference's top seed. The Chargers are the wildcard in the AFC picture. While much of the attention has been on other contenders, Los Angeles can force its way into the spotlight by winning out. That would include a season-ending clash with Denver that could determine the AFC West champion, a scenario the league would love to showcase in prime time. Another game drawing attention is Baltimore's trip to Green Bay. While it once looked like a potential division-defining matchup, recent losses have dulled its impact. Still, the result could influence how much pressure remains on Pittsburgh heading into the final week. If things break a certain way, the AFC North could already be decided before Week 18 even kicks off. Down in the NFC South, chaos reigns. Tampa Bay has struggled badly over the past 2 months, yet somehow still has a path to the division title. A win against Miami would set up a winner-take-all showdown in Week 18 against Carolina. A loss, combined with a Panthers victory, would hand Carolina the division crown immediately. That makes Carolina's matchup with Seattle especially interesting. The Panthers are fighting for the division, while the Seahawks are chasing the number 1 seed. Both teams desperately need the win, and the ripple effects could stretch across the entire NFC playoff bracket. As we head toward the season finale, the playoff field may be mostly set, but the order is anything but. Home field advantage, byes, and division titles are still up for grabs, and the outcomes of these games will determine who gets the smoothest path and who faces an uphill battle in January. Right finger if you're enjoying this playoff breakdown and want more NFL content every week, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news, analysis, and predictions all season long.